Welcome to Ozarks Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm on a couch, just sitting, very easy.
I know.
I've been going everywhere this week.
It has been all over town, all over the building.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just a little beside myself because I'm sick about this weather today.
Yeah.
I didn't bring enough of a jacket, and I had to go out and run a couple of errands this afternoon, and I'm just over it. So there, I vented. I feel better already. So yeah.
Okay, can I vent then?
You can.
Okay, it's like when I was coming to work this morning, of course, it was a little misty, a little foggy.
It doesn't look bad.
No, now it doesn't. But
it's bad.
You know, the whole thing is when it's misty and foggy and you have to turn your windshield wipers on, you're supposed to turn your lights on. And I almost pulled out in front of a car that was kind of a grayish, almost the same color as the pavement, you know, and topography and everything. It's like I almost didn't see the car because the lights weren't on. And it's not, you don't turn your lights on so you can just see better. It's so like the guy can see you coming and the people behind you can also see you with the taillights.
Doesn't hurt, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how many times, you know, when we had the big rains over last weekend, you come up on somebody and they don't have their lights on.
Yeah.
They can see fine, but you can't see them as you're getting close.
Yeah, and it was just that kind of
Yuck.
thing today where you needed them on. I mean, you know, it just makes me feel better to have them on. But anyway, so people, turn your lights on. Enjoy, take a better coat to work. You know how cold I am.
Why don't you keep one in your car?
I do, but it's not any bigger than the little thing that I wore. So it was like, I guess I could just double coat, but then that would look goofy.
You want my jacket for going home? I'll let you use it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll let you
That's
know.
fine.
Anyway, it's fine. Spring will be back. I mean, eventually the weather will be fine.
From your mouth to God's ear.
Right?
It's spring.
Yes, I am right. Anyway, so. That's all I got. The beautiful flowers make me feel a little bit better from Linda's flowers.
That's very spring-like.
You know what I did do yesterday? I mean, it was nice enough and warm enough that I mowed the lawn before the rains came. Win for me, because I don't have to mess with it this weekend, and it would have been a swamp. It would have been a swamp this afternoon. It was bad as it was, so yeah. Didn't do my allergies a lot of good, but...
I mowed mine like last weekend. I mean, last weekend.
Yeah.
And it hasn't grown a whole lot, but now with all the rain, you can hear it going ee as it's growing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be jungle and swamp and everything.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it. You know, when you get home and you have a few hours of daylight left, it's like, I looked at that and I thought, I don't want to do this right now. I don't.
I know.
But then I thought, yes, you do, because you're going to look at this the same time tomorrow and go, should have done it. So
where are all the kids with the push mowers that come and knock on your door and say, I'll mow your lawn for $5?
I don't know. Come
Boy,
to
how
my
was
house.
that a long time ago?
Wouldn't that be something? Man, I see those people, though. They bring a trailer and the lawn services that run, and they have those big old mowers, and they're done in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I'm tempted. But then again, mowing, you know, you put on some music, and you can kind of lose yourself and a little exercise too, so I just keep doing it. I don't know why. Anyway, all right, we have a great show for you this afternoon. We're not going to talk about mowing the lawn anymore. Chris the Critic has the latest in box office buzz.
And we have all the details on Arvist's 9th annual Million Meals campaign.
Yep, but before we get to it, we're going to show you what is on our radar. If you travel at all, you have seen those green bikes and the green scooters parked on the corners, lying on the sidewalk, leaned up against every building. Okay, you've seen them everywhere, right?
I saw them in Nashville.
Everywhere. Seattle, same thing. The little Lime bikes and scooters, you find them using the app, you unlock it using the app, you pay using the app, you ride it and you ditch it. You don't even have to take it back to anywhere in particular.
No, you're done.
You just lean it over and somebody else will find it later, pay for it, and take off with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really efficient way to traverse a city, but it is no different than a car in that sometimes drivers make some really bad decisions, okay? Sometimes they scooter drunk. Not a good idea, okay? Lime is looking at ways to make the e-scooters safer. There's a podcast on The Verge that you can listen to. It has a whole discussion of how to keep drivers safe. Among the ideas, drunk driving detection sensors on the scooters that can tell if the scooter's driving straight or acting really weird, wobbling, acting out of character for itself. Maybe there would be a way to actually sort of slow the scooter down or maybe stop it if it appeared that something wasn't right with it. But it is an interesting idea because someone might leave a bar, a tavern, and go, well, I'm not in no shape to drive. I'll just take one of these scooters.
Still just as easy to get killed.
Just as easy to do something that you shouldn't do. So the company, by the way, Lime, is also sharing data proactively to study traffic patterns in all of these cities and make sure that the bike lanes and all of these are applicable in the best possible locations, which is kind of interesting. But if you haven't seen those yet, we don't have them around here.
No, not that I'm aware of.
I think maybe Kansas City and St. Louis have them, but if you travel at all, you're going to run across these. And they are fun.
Yeah,
and they're economic, you know, and
yes. And it depends on what the rules are, because I know in Nashville, I would see them on sidewalks. They also had bike lanes, and I mean, the city is set up for it.
Yeah.
And they zip around you'll find them in the middle of some alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
They're done, you just drop it off, someone's going to come get it later.
Which the concept of it's great.
Yeah.
It's very efficient. You don't have to take it to a certain place to put it back.
Right.
You literally just lean it up against something and walk away.
Somebody's going to come and get it.
Yeah, just be careful on those things.
Yeah.
Trust me on that one. They don't give you a helmet, too.
It's been a while since I've been on a scooter, too.
Yeah, I haven't done one of those. I might actually really like it.
Well, they zip along pretty nicely on the streets. I mean, zoop, they just go right by.
Which can be real good and real bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Now, since the dawn of time, man has been trying to figure out how to snack on pickles without having to carry a jar around, wrestle it open, and risk the brine spillage that may result. Well, in a breakthrough that may result in the Nobel Snack Prize, pickle producer Vlasic is developing chips made entirely of pickles, not potatoes with pickle flavoring, which we've all had. No, pickles. You will soon have the choice between the Vlasic single-serve pickle slices or the Vlasic vacuum-fried pickle chips.
Vacuum fried?
Vacuum fried. According to Tom McGough, COO of ConAgra, which is Vlasic's parent company, they taste absolutely fantastic. So, nothing but great news for pickle aficionados, except, according to ConAgra, the pickle chips are still in the innovative pipeline with no release date at this time. Sorry.
I bet you they have them at the National Restaurant Show in Chicago.
I bet they will.
Hope
because
they do.
There's a package.
Yeah.
If you have a package, you have something inside. Usually.
I would think.
Usually.
Well, I hit them up already, said, when you get these done, would you please send us a bag? We'll try them on the show. And they said, well, yes, but we don't have them done yet. And I said, but you will need tasters.
Yeah.
So send what you do have. Put it in a little Ziploc. We'll
I agree.
We'll eat
we'll
anything.
go
We
with
don't care.
1.0 and work our way up to 4.5.
They need R&D, research and development. They said themselves they taste fine. We will be the judge of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So Vlasic, ConAgra, come on.
Yeah,
We'll tell you what we think.
The COO is not going to say, yeah, they're kind of iffy. I'm not sure they taste good. Not going to say that.
No.
So, yes, you need field testing.
We're in. We're in.
All right.
All right, I got something odd in the food department for you. Not real odd if you live in Colorado, though. How about a CBD-infused, no surprise so far, CBD-infused burger?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really, Tom says, well. All right, Carl's Jr. is dropping its Rocky Mountain High Cheeseburger Delights with CBD-infused Santa Fe sauce at a location in Denver, Saturday only.
What's today?
Thursday.
We
So
can
you
make
got some
it.
time.
We
All
can
right.
make it, yeah.
It
We
will
can make it.
retail for $4.20 in keeping with the theme. Do you get the whole $4.20 thing?
I mean, I kind of know what it refers to. It's like marijuana.
It's like code word for weed, right?
But why, I'm not sure.
It's like an unofficial holiday for
Yeah.
hemp, weed, what have you.
Yeah.
Apparently, back in like the 70s or 80s, a bunch of kids out west on the West Coast somewhere would, after school around 4:20, they would meet somewhere and they would smoke some weed, and then they would go do whatever. So that is what I'm reading, because I've always wondered that too. I'm like, I'm late to that party. I don't understand what they mean. Well, that's what the 420, that's where it apparently came from.
I get it.
Was
Okay.
these people.
All right.
Anyway, CBD, of course, the non-psychoactive compound found in hemp and marijuana, said to alleviate anxiety and pain. Not a lot of hard science behind that I'm aware of, but a cheeseburger relieves my anxiety and pain.
I'll go with that.
So I think it's a win-win. regardless of whether they put the Santa Fe fancy hemp sauce on it or whatever. But
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying.
I agree. I mean, that could be a plus. It may not be a plus, but the cheeseburger, yeah, I feel better when I eat a cheeseburger.
I do too. Sometimes I get the guilt afterward, but it's...
I never get the guilt.
Oh, sometimes I do. I think, what have I done? All that
Please.
pounds and pounds
Oh,
of food is
for
gone now. But then
goodness
I'm
sake.
over it, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for
Good.
the next one.
Yes, you do need to get over that
I
one.
do. It's bad. Anyway, Saturday only.
All right. Coming up, Sydney is back from Krispy Kreme with more of our favorites.
And they're so cute this time of year, and so is Sydney. Don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started.